team tied at 1 game apiece, which makes game number 3 ever more important in this Big Ten baseball series. Northwestern and Michigan State coming up next on Big Ten Plus. Hello, everybody. I'm Jacob Maurer alongside Kyle Keegan. Glad to join you for game number 3 of the series between Northwestern and Michigan State. And Kyle, both these teams already playing 2 games in this series, and both those results could not be ever more different. On Friday, Northwestern winning a dramatic, high-scoring, extra innings affair, but Michigan State, it was all Spartans on Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. We got the 2 Bs in the first 2 games this series. It was a barn burner on Friday and an absolute blowout on Saturday. And we'll start on Friday. That was a game that Northwestern led most of the game. The Spartans mounted a big comeback, actually took the lead in the bottom of the 8th, 10-9, but Northwestern battled back, got a run in the top of the 9th, then scored in the top of the 11th to go on and get the win 11-10, but the Spartans battled back with double digits again on Saturday, coming away with the 10-0 win, leading us into this rubber game here on a Sunday between these 2 teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack in the Big Ten standings right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. And Northwestern, we'll start with them first. Offense struggled yesterday against Joseph Jerwa. They're going to want to get back into their ways that we saw on Friday in the first game of this series. And really, they'll be looking for someone who had a great start to this series here in East Lansing, and that's their third baseman, Owen McElfatrick.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. McElfatrick led the way offensively for them on Friday. He went 3 for 6. He drove in 3 runs as well. Now, he was hitless against Joseph Jerwa and the Michigan State pitching yesterday. I mean, Northwestern didn't score any runs. And he's probably not the flashiest guy in their lineup, but he is top 3 in hits, on base percentage, batting average, doubles as well. He's not so much of a power hitter, but he's a reliable guy at the top of the order, and he's the kind of guy. He's going to be the kind of guy you want to get going if you want to win this game 3 on Sunday.
And for the Spartans, they've really had a great offensive series so far, scoring 10 runs both on Friday and Saturday, but they want to keep that up. They'll be looking for a powerful bat who's been really productive for the Spartans this season, and that's Sam Bush.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Sam Bush has been so impressive for the Spartans all season long. I mean, he's leading them in OPS, home runs, slugging, RBI. You name just about any power category, Sam Bush is the #1 guy for the Spartans right now. And so far this weekend, he's been a star as well. He's got 4 hits. He's driven in 7 runs already, had a home run, leading off the game for the Spartans on Friday night as well. And another thing to watch for Sam Bush, last season he had 10 home runs. That was his career high in the season. He's already at 9 right now. So we got an opportunity for Sam Bush to hit that double-digit mark for the 2nd straight season and also match his career high. So that's something to watch out for.
Well, a Big Ten weekend series is up for grabs here today. 9 innings will determine who takes the big weekend series between Northwestern and Michigan State. First pitch right around the corner on Big Ten Plus. Well, thank you, Marin. And such an interesting story with Sam Bush. Certainly his mom making a case for defensive MVP for this team for sure. And for this Michigan State defense, 4 errors on Friday, 0 on Saturday. They're going to try to keep that up, and we'll see what Jake Boss has posted this Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, taking a look, starting in the outfield from left to right matchup.
Well, his last start was against Indiana on Monday. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 10 earned runs. He's going to try to change that today as he delivers a strike #1. It's going to be the real question, which Nolan Higgins is this Michigan State team going to get? Preston Knott steps to the batter's box. The lefty leadoff man. As he pops this up in the infield, Caleb Berry will make the catch. Quick little play for the Michigan State defense to get them rolling here on a Sunday.
Yeah, and that's exactly what...
Freeman 2 for 9 this series, has an RBI, but also 5 strikeouts to go along with that. As he pops this one out, this will get out of play towards the third base side. Right in the bleachers. Come on, give it to a kid. There we go. That's the good spirit of baseball right there. MVP of the stands.
Always give it to the kid, right?
Kyle, I heard a little birdie told me that you got a baseball earlier this week as this one's chopped to second. McKay will flip to short one, relay to first. Double play.
Pitcher's best friend right there, Jacob. Seems like that story from the birdie might have to wait for another time.
And we'll wait maybe until the bottom of the first as Northwestern has some traffic on the bases but unable to connect here in the first. To the bottom of the first we go next on Big Ten Plus. Nation, this is not someone who swings and misses often. The 2-1, he belts it right at the first baseman, Trent Lyolis. And maybe change that name from Trent to Johnny, because that's Johnny on the spot right there.
Yeah, and I'd like
Caleb Berry having a great series for Michigan State, 4 for 9, 4 RBIs. As he drives this one right at second. We get back-to-back similar outs. This one to Council, and a quick, efficient inning for Matthew Kauser.
Yeah, absolutely. Got it. As you mentioned, Gannis not a great runner.
The 3-1 to Kucherak lines this one deep into center field back, and Sokolov, what a catch against the wall. Retreating is Gannis over to first. What a play for the Michigan State defense.
I mean, you got to be.
The 2-2, check swing, did he go? Yes! Strikeout number 1 on the day for Nolan Higgins. Makes Carlson look silly there.
Have some impact at the plate right here.
As he drives this one right into left field for a base hit, and right on cue, Gannis will hold at second. Now a runner in scoring position once again. This is a very similar look to what we had in the first inning. Here it is, the 0-2 pitch. Chopper to third. Murphy will field it, go to second for the force out, and able to get Nolan Higgins out of another jam.
Nice job.
Coach Boss is happy with that. We're going to send it back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Marin. As quick work here to start the top of the third. Preston Knott, first pitch swinging. Randy Seymour takes care of him over there at shortstop.
And I always say his last start being on Monday.
Well, the 1-2, swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Nolan Higgins. And he gets Lyolis to chase the cheese. So just a great jump reading Higgins right off the go, as this one's chopped to second. Similar to what we saw before, but McKay will go to first right away and get the out. So once again, a runner in scoring position for Northwestern, but unable to capitalize here in the third. Especially for weather, and Kyle certainly took that lesson to heart as Seymour is plunked on the first pitch. Takes it on the left shoulder blade, and he'll head over to first.
And that's a telltale sign.
Third today for Michigan State. They still show bunt. This one is good. We'll do the job and get the runner over to second, as Kauser will flip over to first.
That was almost
2 outs, runner on second. Here it is, 1-2. McKay with a little grounder to first. Trent Lyolis will take care of it himself. And it's another runner in scoring position where neither team is able to capitalize. And we're still scoreless through 3. First at bat. Trying to just keep the line moving here in the fourth. So he lines this one right at Seymour, who's playing over as he flips it to first. Double play.
of course.
And Bush skies this one. Not so much a mile high, but still deep in the air, and not able to make the catch out there in left. He drives this one into left. This will stay in the ballpark. Not under it again, responsible for back-to-back outs. And that's a quick and easy 1-2-3 inning for Matthew Kauser and the Wildcats. Michigan State and Northwestern, but don't be fooled. Both these teams have had plenty of opportunities. And an opportunity waiting for us right now is our sideline reporter, Marin Klein, which we will talk to her shortly in this inning. Well, I think we'll talk to her right now, I guess. Marin, how are you?
I'm good, Jacob. How are you guys doing up there?
Good. I mean, you are a tough cookie to get, certainly, or at least I thought, until you appeared right now. So that is excellent to hear your voice.
Marin, where are you in the park right now?
I'm down over here by the Michigan State dugout. I'm waving at you, but that's all right, guys. And I mean, yeah, it's been a great game so far. Jacob, like you mentioned, both these teams have had ample opportunities. We're going to see one right here. As
Markinson drives this diving catch in left, Nick Williams with the great defensive play. Marin, let's get your thoughts on that one.
Yeah, guys, I mean, defense was really going to be the key after these two teams really got bats cracking on Friday. Michigan State, the bats were on fire yesterday. Later in that game, they were looking for consistent defensive play, and they've seen that not only in the outfield, they've seen that in the pitching. Nolan Higgins has had a great start so far. Struggled a little bit in his last start, and coach said that everyone's going to have a start like that, and he's thrown really well for them all year. He expects him to get back to it in this game today, and he absolutely is.
Yeah, Marin, I mean, you talked a little bit earlier in the game about how Sam Bush was playing left field yesterday. They've got to move back to first, and a big reason for that was because Coach Boss mentioned that Nick Williams has struggled out there and left a little bit. It didn't look like he struggled that much on that play.
No, Coach Boss definitely has to be happy about that play. And Williams, Sokolov, we've seen some good plays from them in the outfield already, but same for the Wildcats. We've seen some very good catches from them in their outfield, some great plays in the infield. All around, these teams have looked really strong defensively, which you have to love to see in a Game 3.
Well, Marin, me and Kyle were kind of debating a little bit behind the scenes, but I want you to take a look at both teams' jerseys. So Michigan State with the green wearing the white pants. Fun fact, they are 1-1 in these jerseys this season, if you care about superstitions. But Northwestern with the purple and also the white pants. And the traditionalist side of baseball in me is saying that this just looks wrong because you're used to seeing the white pants and the gray pants, or at least a darker tone, as this one's to Murphy, able to make the play over there at third. Great job responding there on the chopper.
Third time's the charm for him, but yeah, I agree with Jacob, Marin. I mean, I just kind of think it looks funny seeing both teams wearing white pants. What do you think about this marker matchup? The forest green and the purple.
Used to seeing, but maybe these are the jerseys these teams have to wear to have a strong defensive game, because that's what we've been seeing. Wow.
As Seymour able to showcase that as well. Marin right on cue. Maybe it is for the defense, as some good defense here in the top of the fifth for Michigan State. And Marin, thank you so much for joining us here in the top of the fifth inning. Maybe we'll talk to you later in this game as we'll head to the bottom of the fifth inning next between Michigan State and Northwestern.
30 Ks on the year.
Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. Right on cue there, Kyle, as that's the first strikeout of the game for Matthew Kauser, as he's able to mow down Pico.
Yeah, and that's part of why 5+ run inning for a team.
Well, the full count got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Matthew Kauser to start off the bottom of the fifth.
In a backwards K that time. I love Big Ten Student U, Jacob.
Take a look at our decked-out control room with our wonderful staff as we get started here in the top of the sixth. A strike from Nolan Higgins, and a strike is what the Student U team will be doing after this game when we strike out all the equipment.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. You got to come back here and be aggressive on this 3-2 pitch.
The Spartans shifted over. Here's the 3-2. This one's lined, and it'll get down into left. McElfatrick will take the extra base to second. And what an at-bat for the third baseman.
Well, there's a reason we talked about.
Full count pitch. Here it is. This one's chopped to Ryan McKay. The second baseman bobbles it. He'll go to first. And McElfatrick will score from third. Northwestern able to score first here in East Lansing. Michigan State, if they want to muster some offense, get the leadoff man aboard. And Sokolov does just that. This one's driven into right field. Sokolov is going to dig for two. Here it is. The throw is not in time. And a leadoff double for the Spartans here in the sixth.
That's exact.
On here in the bottom half of the inning. So McKay lines this one deep into right field, back on the warning track and off the wall. Sokolov will make his move around third and into score as McKay cruises into second, and we're tied up at one.
The Spartans' second base. Keep fighting if you're Sam Bush.
The 2-2 to Bush cranks this one fair down the right field line. This one will certainly be extra bases. In to score is Ryan McKay. And the third double of this inning for the Spartans plates the second run. Expand our audience a bit. Video game players, old traditionalist baseball fans out there. Maybe we could see a college baseball video game as Pico lines this one into left. In to score is Sam Bush. Third run of the inning and of the game for the Spartans.
The Spartans pouring it on offensively.
In baseball, and a grand slam is one of those as he lines this one to short one, relay to first, big double play. It's the defense for Northwestern that comes up clutch here in the bottom of the sixth to keep this a 2-run game. Well, Kucherak will start it off and line this one right into left center. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Extra bases for Kucherak. And what a way to start off the seventh. First pitch turns it into a double for Northwestern.
And something tells me, Jacob, that the last 3 innings
went against Central Michigan as this one is skied into the air, into right field. Pico is under it, and Griffin Mills is retired on 1 pitch.
Contact today, had that big double his last time up, but I'll admit from my first look, I thought that hit him too.
So they're going to take a look at this, and I guess we can have a little segment we call Dink or No Dink. I think that's a proper way to name it, unless you have any other ideas here, Kyle. But
I don't even know what the segment is, so let's get into it.
Yeah, so basically, I guess we're going to look at this replay, and we'll be the judges whether Sokolov got hit or not.
If he got dinked.
But certainly our opinions doesn't matter. It's the umpires on the field that do, and it'll be very interesting what they are seeing right now. And again, it's did it hit Sokolov on the elbow pad as we take a look at our umpires here today. And I believe it's Nelson, the third base umpire, taking a look at it right now. So they'll take an official review of this, and still no replay that we can see right now. So I guess we have to go back to our memory, and this is very frowned upon in the judicial system to just recall, because us humans can have so much error. But as you mentioned, Kyle, you thought Sokolov got hit.
I do think he got hit, but I think now might be an appropriate time to tell that one story that we've been teasing since the top of the first.
Certainly.
Unless we get a look right here.
Certainly. So as we talked about it in the first, as we take a look at the replay, here's Dink or No Dink.
Oh, it's closer than I thought. Okay.
Well, that's Murphy right there. That would be the wrong scenario. So we got a little tricked here on this segment of Dink or No Dink.
We got deked.
We got dinked.
We got deked on Dink or No Dink. So
that's
anyways.
Not fair. Control room, that's not fair, guys.
As I mentioned, we'll get a little off topic here for a moment.
First, easier to be a lefty in this case. As McElpatrick grounds it to second, McKay flips to Seymour 1, relay to first, double play.
Unbelievable go-ahead run.
As he belts this one deep into right, and Pico up against the wall makes the catch. Liolis gave it a ride, but still in the ballpark, and Parker Pico plays right field, that unique right field at McLean Stadium, better than really anyone out there.
That's right, and some hard hit balls that time for Northwestern, but nothing doing, and they've got 3 outs to play with now, down 2.
3 up, 3 down for the Wildcats. To the bottom of the 8th we'll go on Big Ten Plus. 1-2-3 inning for the first-year pitcher. And now to the top of the 9th, we'll go next. A 2-run lead for Michigan State. Can they hold it, or will Northwestern have some magic late here in East Lansing? All coming up next on Big Ten Plus. Well, it's worth noting Kucherak had the game-tying home run on Fridays. He skies this one to center field. This one will not get out as Sokolov under to make the catch, and the Spartans are 1 out away.
Here, 1-2.
Brewer sets the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking. Strike 3 called, and Michigan State wins the series as Caleb Berry skies that ball into right. Spartans take this one 3-1.